At Our Lady's Secondary School in Preston, Adrian Gormally and Mary Cooch are working together to bring games-based learning into Adrian's Year 7 geography class.
Right, we're going to start with a game. It's boys against girls, okay? It's questions about climate change, and we're going to recap on previous learning. Heat is trapped inside the Earth's atmosphere. This is known as, is it A, acid rain, B, the greenhouse effect, C, deforestation, and D, the carbon effect. You can use, Oscar, you can be brave. Well done. Let's say, okay. Some islands in the oceans will A, B, C, or D. Girls, come on, help her out.
I like the game. It's a penalty shootout game. It's quick. It always gives a positive response from the pupils. They enjoy it, they engage in the lesson, they engage in the game, and it's got a competitive edge to it.
For the content generator games, we have a license to use those in school, and so we input the questions that we want, however many questions. We can customise them, and then we can use them as many times as we want.
When you log on, you're going to go on to Moodle, and you'll see a game here. So what you have to do is drag and drop the statement into the correct dustbin.
The class tools, which was the second game, that can be made by anyone free online. So what I really like is that other people have done the hard work for you, the coding, and that we ordinary teachers, we can actually use their games to help our pupils learn.
Rising fuel costs mean that cheap flights are no longer available for tourists. And that's about climate change, yeah.
An advantage of the content generator games is that they're increasingly being made SCORM compliant, which means that when you put them in a VLE such as Moodle, the scores will be recorded. And this is vital, I think, because you can actually prove that they've learned something by showing the grade book in your VLE. If we put activities on Moodle, we can access them anywhere. So what's going to happen tonight, I know, and I'll be able to see on the logs, is that that game that we played in the class at the start, they will be playing on their own just for the fun of it on Moodle tonight.
I think pupils enjoy the learning a lot more. I think when pupils are engaged in the games, I think they're going to enjoy lessons more, they're going to enjoy the geography more, and they see the competition as fun as well. So, you know, it certainly makes it make lessons more interactive.
At Saltash.net Community School, Suzie Allen is taking a Year 9 English class, using a music video game as a starting point.
Okie dokie, first band up. Good. The rest of you, band project as normal, please. So Guitar Hero is a piece of software for the Nintendo Wii, but you can also play it on other games consoles, and it involves the kids playing on a drum kit, a bass guitar and a main guitar, and using a microphone to sing. They choose their song, they battle against each other eventually, but at the moment they're just rehearsing, and the idea is that they're trying to play well enough that they don't get kicked off by the game.
The game demands concentration to keep up with the colour-coded notes that appear on screen. It might seem like an unlikely game to use in English, but here it is being used as an engaging lesson starter.
Guitar Hero is great for learning skills. It not only works on the English skills, but it works on any team building skills, all the plus thinking skills, the working together, the independent inquiry. But it also means that after their band practice, they're ready to work, they're engaged, because they know if they're not, they won't be able to do this sort of project.
It switches you on if you do it fast, because you've got to concentrate on the notes, and then you're switched on for the rest of your work.
I only met this group about 3 weeks ago, and I quickly figured out that these were the sort of students who'd respond well to something a bit different. They're boy heavy, they're also a group too, so they're that borderline group that aren't quite performing to their best, but could be with a little bit of encouragement.
Suzie is using the game as a springboard for a number of projects based around the music industry.
We have a list of things that we've got to do. We've got to think of a name, like what it represents and what the connotations might be. We have to think of a music genre and a subgenre, a target audience, like who we want to play for, a style, like what we will wear and how we will behave on stage.
I designed the band logo, which took a while, but it's quite good.
I designed the first couple of shots for the video, and that shot there is a face-on shot of the whole band playing, and then the second shot is a side-on shot.
I'm designing the band poster. I'm going to maybe put some venues and maybe some dates and probably put some artwork on there.
I'm doing like the album cover. I've started doing it in rough and then just started doing it on the proper paper so you can put it in the folder.
In the next part of the lesson, Suzie gets the students to think about stereotypes and representation in relation to a particular type of music artist, a rap star.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Give me your representation of a rap star.
It's a rap star. He needs a gangster look, dark glasses, bracelets.
And gold jeans.
Gold jeans, classy, nice. So lots of bling. Who else has got a nice representation? Meg, let's go over to you.
Fed up of standing in line to rave clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the sea and I'm never gonna swim. This life will never turn out quite the way I want it to. What you gonna do? I'm gonna get fake ID to get in the clubs. And a red sports car with 200 horsepower. Pick any blonde girls I see in the pub. Oh really? Wow.
That's very good. Well done, ladies. So what we've been looking at today, guys, is AF3, figuring stuff out. No one had to tell you what a rap star was. You have your own image of a rap star. You know, and you can read between the lines, you know this is a stereotype. You know they're not all like this, but you know that a great deal of them work on this stereotype. They represent themselves in this manner. Before we start, we always send a letter home to parents because there's always that worry that they'll think we're sort of skiving, we're not doing anything educational. And so far they've been really on board with it because they can see how excited the kids are about coming to English. And once you show them the students' books, you send work home, you show them that it's all based in assessment focuses, just happens to be a little bit more fun than we'd usually do.